What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are going to take a look at the Bitcoin price on the 4-hourly chart. It seems like that we've had a few fake outs from this resistance from this symmetrical triangle and also the support. We had a fake out right over here. We had a fake down right over there. Now, what we can clearly see is that the volume is disappearing on the 4-hourly, okay? There will be a moment when we see the volume going this low that we will have an explosive move with huge candlesticks, and then we are going to decide which direction we are going to go. So we're going to try and detect what different support and resistance we need to break to see what direction the Bitcoin price is going to go. We are technically also still creating lower highs, as you can see here on the price, and also we are creating higher lows. As you can see, there will be a moment where the price will have to decide what direction we need to go. So we're going to take a look at some different levels today. We're also going to take a look at, is Bitcoin in danger of losing 30k levels, because GrayScale is going to unlock 16,000 Bitcoin by the 17th of July, and people might anticipate that this is going to be a sell-off and start selling Bitcoin right now. So we're going to discuss this in today's episode. And I'm not sure if you've been here in the summer of 2020 where we did have a DeFi mania, where we saw cryptocurrencies such as Aave, synthetics, having explosive moves of hundreds and 100%, and Bitcoin was going sideways. So the thing of Bitcoin leading the way doesn't always happen. We can see here from June and July of 2020, the price of Bitcoin going sideways and a little bit to the downside, and I'll show you that synthetics and Aave were absolutely exploding, and now we can see Aave having a massive run to the upside. We can also see synthetics in the last couple of days having a massive run. So are they going to start leading the DeFi mania and the crypto space? We'll be discussing this today, and we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance also, because the Bitcoin dominance is struggling to get above the 50% levels. We can see that the Bitcoin dominance was once at 90% at the beginning of the 2017 absolute mania of the ICO, and Bitcoin never went all the way up to 90%, and this makes me believe that we will never see Bitcoin at 70% of dominance, and I'll show you why in this episode. And remember, guys, if you are experienced in trading, make sure to check out the PrimeXbt trading platform. If you use my link in the description and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code, you're getting 50% in addition of whatever you deposit. My favorite swing trading platform is Bybit. If you use my link, you can get up to $600 depending on what you deposit. All for experienced traders. I'm getting commission, you getting the best bonus, guys. It is a win-win. Let's go straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I do daily TA on Bitcoin and crypto. And also, guys, if you could help me out and smash up the like button, let's try and get to 300 likes in this video. And said this, I am not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your research. Let's go straight into the video. All right, zooming in here on the Bitcoin price on the 4-hourly. Let's take a look at the volume, because like I mentioned in the intro, on the 4-hourly, we can see that the volume is absolutely disappearing and is making lower highs, as you can see right over here. So what can we expect? We are currently losing the $34,000 levels. Let's try and zoom in here on the 1-hourly, because we had a couple of fake outs. The volume is still going down, so we do not have any relative volume. We did have a fake out to the upside, okay, from this trend line, and also to the downside, came back up, back down. So I think this trend line over here is pretty irrelevant at this point. Let's zoom in, and what we can clearly see, we're going to get these trend lines out of the way because they've been broken up and down so many times with low volume that they are irrelevant right now. What we can clearly see that the price of BTC is still creating lower highs, and it is still creating higher lows, as you can see here on the chart. So there is going to be a moment that there will be a clear direction where we're going to go. But for now, it is just going sideways. It is very, very difficult for trading because you want to go with the trend, and the trend now is sideways. So when it goes sideways, you do not know if it's going to go up or down. But there are some levels that we can see if we do break it, that we are going to take that direction. So now let's be clear right over here, because this lower high is a major level, not this one because it is too soon. Structural for the structure, we can clearly see that it would be better breaking this resistance instead of this one, because there can be a lot of volatility in the next coming hours and days. So this is going to be a major level to watch, which is the $36,000. So if we get a trend line and we put here on the $36,000, we can clearly see that this level needs to be broken to start breaking the structure of these lower highs to potentially get a direction to the upside. Now, what support levels we need to break to find out if we're going to go to lower levels? Well, this is what we are going to take a look right now, and we can clearly see that we're still creating here, as you can see, higher lows. So I would say that this one over here is the most important, because there still can be a lot of volatility, and this low over here is still not relevant, because we could clearly come down here and create like a massive double bottom structure. This is too soon, and also this one is too soon. So that's why I would say this one over here and this one is pretty relevant to change the actual trend. Okay, we'll be trending down, and if we break this resistance, eventually we'll be starting to trend up here. So yeah, these are the major levels. $36,000, exactly $36,000, which would be this high. With some decent volume, we might see the trend reversing, okay, starting to go one direction. And if we break this support level right over here, it is the $32,700 area, then eventually it is going to be looking pretty bearish, and we're eventually going to start trending down. We'll be breaking major structure from these higher lows. So guys, I'm going to be honest with you, we do not know still where the Bitcoin price is going to go, what direction. We want to see some clear breakouts, some clear patterns before we start doing any trading. We want to see some volume kicking in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I'll be doing live streams almost every single day for this week, and you want to make sure to click the notification bell, because we're going to try and find some potential trading opportunities. Right, so this is what I got for Bitcoin. We need to break out from these resistance and support levels, because the price is just crazy. It is only going sideways up with fake outs, with no volume, guys. And I mostly trade because of price action and volume. Price action means that we are going clearly in one direction, and the volume means that it is giving power to that direction. We do not have price action, and we do not have volume. So this is only going sideways with fake out, with no volume. So it's just going to be standby for the moment until we find the clear direction. Now let's take a look at this news over here. Is Bitcoin in danger of losing 30K with Grayscale big GBTC unlocking in 2 weeks? We do know now that Grayscale is going to unlock about 16,000 BTC by the 17th of July. Is this going to have a price impact? Well, this is just a little bit of more FUD. The actual 16,000 BTC dumping into the market might not have a very big effect to the downside in the short term, but just because they did say that there are going to be some unlocks, and now everybody thinks that this is going to be dumped into the market, people might sell this news before coming out. Okay, so this is like the buy the rumor, sell the news. So or sell the news if it's bad before it actually comes. So this can be this event. So now this is why we are potentially seeing a little bit of downside here for Bitcoin, but nothing to worry about. This might have a price effect in the short term, but we know, guys, in the long run, this is only FUD. Bitcoin eventually will be starting picking up in the near future. Right, let's take a look at this over here, because I want to explain what happened if you are new to the crypto space. But if you here since 2017, 2018, you know that in 2020 we had a DeFi mania. This cryptocurrency right over here is Aave, okay? One of the best DeFi projects out there. This over here was the start of the summer of June of 2020. Okay, and this run was all the way up till July, end of July. It actually went up in August still, but I'm just going to get this 2-month time frame. We can clearly see that Aave had a massive run to the upside the 2 months of June and July in 2020. Also, synthetics right over here since the 1st of June all the way up till the end of July, a massive run up. These two cryptos had a huge amount of percentage going up, and we can clearly see that Bitcoin in June and July, even the start of August, well, it started running up in August, but we can see it was only going sideways and to the downside, while Aave and synthetics were having a massive run. So it doesn't mean that Bitcoin, if it goes sideways, there is a high potential that other cryptocurrencies such as synthetics and Aave are going to potentially lead the way, and then Bitcoin and Ethereum and other large caps are going to follow. So what I want to say with this is, if we zoom in here on the synthetics and Aave price, we can see in the last couple of days, okay, or even 7 days approximately since this 27th of June, Aave has had a massive run up to the upside, while Bitcoin and other cryptos have been going sideways. So this is telling me that maybe we are going to see Aave, maybe potentially we still need to break out some major resistance, but we are getting there. This doesn't mean anything really, because we could get a massive rejection and continue to the downside, and this might signal that we are going to enter a long bear market. But if we get bounced here from the resistance that we've just broken, turning it into support and starting to arrive to all-time high, this is going to indicate me that Bitcoin very, very likely in the next coming months will be arriving to 65k, because they lag behind Aave and synthetics, which are incredible DeFi projects. Also synthetics, let's zoom in, because synthetics the last 2 days have had a massive run up. Look how synthetic, it was absolutely over 100% synthetic, going from $5 all the way to almost, to about $12 in just a matter of days here. So obviously there is some clear resistance that we do need to break. If we do get a massive rejection and come back down to these levels, this is going to indicate that we are maybe going to enter a multi-monthly bear market. Okay, we are in a small bear market. We just don't know how long it's going to take. So if we do manage to get all the way up to the all-time high levels, then this is going to indicate me that Bitcoin eventually at some point in the next coming months is going to go all the way up to all-time high again. So guys, this is what I got. I do believe so. That's in DeFi Pro. There's going to be another DeFi mania, such as synthetics and Aave and other decentralized finance cryptocurrencies that are going to lead the way for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Also, another good thing that we want to see here for the crypto space, for the other altcoins, is that the Bitcoin dominance now is struggling to get above 50%. I do think that we might even go to 55% at some point in the next coming weeks, potentially, but I am looking for the Bitcoin dominance in the next coming months to come all the way down to 30 or even 25% easily of the dominance. In early 2017, the Bitcoin dominance was all the way up here at 90% just before the absolutely ICO mania that happened, and we never came all the way to these levels after these years. We can clearly see we did make a double top here at the 70% levels, and I do not think that the Bitcoin dominance is ever going to recover and come back to the 70% levels. I think the dominance will be dropping in the near future. But guys, if there's going to be trillions of dollars coming into the space in the next year, if Bitcoin does have 10% or even 5% of the entire crypto space, that is a huge amount. Bitcoin, I do believe, is still going to be the gold of the digital gold. So anyway, this is what I'm expecting. I think that the dominance will have another drop getting into the DeFi mania. There are really good projects such as Theta Network, Synthetics, Aave, that Chainlink, that are going to, they have working products, and they are going to get some of the percentage of the Bitcoin dominance. Guys, this is what I've got for today's episode. If you haven't checked out the Bitcoinsensus website, make sure to check it out. We've got the latest news, technical analysis, exchange reviews, where you can check out where the best bonuses and fees are. And if you haven't seen my Bybit or PrimeXbt tutorial, make sure to check it out to learn how to trade. Be careful with trading, only risk a small percentage. There's a video popping up on the screen. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.